Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I thank each and every one of you for watching. I thank all my subscribers, and it's just more of the same. I'm out here working on this fairing. I've been out here this afternoon fairing the corners, tops of the float pods, or I should say the bottoms of the float pods, and the strakes. Okay, that's about it. I'll just keep rocking on. We will see you here shortly. And I am back. And as you can see right here, I am starting to make some progress on getting the weave filled in on these corners. And same thing on the strakes over here. I do need to come back and apply some more of that resin to this strake. And I didn't even get to that one yesterday. I was out here last night coating these strakes with resin, trying to fill up that weave in that fiberglass. And it finally just got so hot out here that I had to call it a night. So I got 3 of these, 3 out of the 4 done now. I still need to come back and lay some more of that resin on this strake. Try to get it coated like I did this one here. If I could get them all looking like that, man, I'd be plumb tickled. But that's what I've been doing. Like I said in that previous video, this is a lot of tedious sanding work here now as I get ready to apply the last of the fairing compound on these flat surfaces. But we got to do the detail stuff first. We got to get the strakes done, got to get these corners, radiuses, got to get all that stuff done first, and then I can come back and hit those flat areas. And hopefully once I get to that point, it'll start going a little bit faster. It is frustrating, but I feel like it's got to be done. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I got the strakes coated pretty good now, and I've been sanding on that one right there. I may have to come back and put a little bit more resin on that one. Make sure the camera's pointing at it, okay? And it's easy to lose it from this angle. But I did finally get this one done, and of course I touched up the forward end of this one right here. And man, I tell you what, I wish I could get all these corners to turn out like this. It's just a case of win some, lose some. If I could get them all to look slick like that, it would just save so much time when I go to sanding this stuff out. But like I said, it is a marathon. It is not a sprint. All right, next. Okay, so it just finally gets to a point where all you can do is just walk away and let everything fire off. I've got fresh resin on the strakes. I think I just pointed that out to you here a moment ago, but I came back and touched up the corner all the way down with this System 3 Quick Fair. It's just a whole lot easier and a lot faster to mix up. It's a micro balloon epoxy also, but it just mixes a whole lot faster than the 2-part fiberglass resin over here. This is very quick and easy to use, and I think what I'm going to use this for is for areas where the weave continues to show through even after I've gone over it with that dark red resin and micro balloon fairing compound that I'm making up over here. This basically I'll use it for touch-ups, and I think that's the game plan right there. And like I said, I did that all the way down this corner right here. I did have a few places back here in the back where some of the weave was still showing through after I spread that dark red micro balloon fairing compound over that edge right there. And so we're going to try that and see how that works. I'll let you know. Well, all right. I know the lighting's not the best right now. It is the time of day. It's about 8 o'clock at night. But skimming that with that System 3 fairing compound right there, after laying in that heavy dark red mud, that's the ticket right there, because this corner I sanded from the leading edge of the strake right up here almost all the way to the bow. And Man, it is just smooth as glass on that corner now. Filled up all that weave. I know you see several different colors there, but when I run my hand over it, it's all smooth, it's all blended, and I think that's going to make for a nice paint job right there when I get around to painting that. Still have a little bit of work to do in the vicinity of these radiuses here and down here. Still have a little bit more to fill in down here, but we're getting there. Like I said, slow and steady, but we'll get it there. All right, next segment. All right, I'm back again, and I'm getting ready to lay in the last of the fairing compound in these flat areas. I've got all these little areas like this, all the corners, radiuses, all filled in and sanded, about as good as they're going to get. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this up into small areas. And what I've found down through the years is that when you have a large project, if you take a look at that project like in a kind of a big picture sense, you can get a little bit overwhelmed. It can be a little bit intimidating. And so what I have found down through the years is that you break up big projects into a series of smaller projects. And I'll give you a good example from restoring classic cars. If you have like a old Camaro, old Mustang, old Chevelle that you're restoring, and you step back and look at it, and you just see the rust, and you see the dinged up quarter panels, and you just see all the body work that needs to be done, it can overwhelm you. And so what you do is you break that up into a series of small projects. You just focus on that small area. For instance, concentrate on, say, driver's side quarter panel, and that's all you concentrate on. Concentrate on the passenger side floor pan. If you have a rusted floor pan, it needs to be replaced, and that's all you focus on. You don't look at the rest of it. You break it up into a series of smaller projects, and sooner or later they all come together, and before you know it, you're done. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to break this up into a series of smaller projects. And so first I'm going to just apply the fairing compound just to this area. I broke this up all roughly into thirds, maybe quarters, I don't know, but I'm just going to focus on getting this area on this side of the boat done for now, and getting the sides done also. And that's how we're going to do it. We're just going to approach it as a series of smaller projects, and then you know, hopefully here in a couple of weeks I can step back and look and say, oh great, we're done finally. So that's the game plan. I will see you in the next segment. Okay, well that went very well. I used a slow hardener with the hope that all these little lines here you see that were made by the Bondo paddle, hopefully those will flow out. Now they're not going to flow out completely, but I can sand those smooth. All right, we're going to let that set up, and then we're going to continue on. We will see you in the next segment. Alright folks, here in a moment, more of the same. Just going to continue the fairing process as soon as this storm blows over. May have to close the garage door down. We shall see. I'm not complaining though. We went all summer long without any significant rainfall. Check that out. Okay, I don't like the sound of things hitting metal. I don't see any hell, but you never know. I don't want to see any either. This just kind of blew up real fast too. Well, alright. We'll let that blow through and we'll get back on this. Alright, here goes. Alright folks, my plan was to get this half of the boat, get the right hand half of the boat all done, and then edit and upload the video for this, but it's just taken such an extremely long time to get all this done. This is a process, and like I've said before, it's a marathon. It is not a sprint. And so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video right here, and we'll just pick this up in the next video. Like I said, man, it's just taken way longer than I thought it would to get this hull faired out, and it's not so much, you know, laying in the fairing compound, but it's then coming back and having to sand out sand out all the fairing compound, having to get all the rough spots smoothed out. And so, like I said, it's taking time. It's taking a whole lot longer than I thought it would. And the best I can do is to go ahead and just pick this up in the next video. So folks, that is it for this one. I do thank you all for watching. I also want to thank you all for being patient with me on this, because I know that it's taking anywhere from 10 to 12 days now to produce one of these videos, whereas before I was able to upload a video roughly every 6 to 7 days. But again, that's just because of the work that I'm doing now. It's just more tedious, it's more time consuming. So again, I do thank you for being patient with me on this, and I will keep these videos coming. And you know, really and truly, I do want to get this done, but I want it done right. So folks, that's all. I thank you all again for watching, and thank you all again for your patience, and God bless each and every one of you. And as I always say, in all things, to God be the glory.